In this video, we will discuss the 5 best blenders on the market. After watching the video, you can decide which one is best for you. If you want to know more information on these products, don't forget to check the links in the description down below and subscribe to the channel for future updates. So let's get started. Number 1. Ninja Blender. The Ninja has 3 blades affixed to a spindle that fits into the bottom of the jar. After many complaints of injuries from the previous model, Ninja redesigned the spindle so it could be removed for easier and safer cleaning. The largest blade is set in the center of the spindle with the 2 smaller blades positioned below. Presumably, this design allows the blender to crush ice at the top and distribute it to the lower blades for finer processing. The Ninja crushed the ice to a powdery texture and the smoothies had a slushy consistency. With both smoothies, the fruit and vegetables were crushed at the blender's initial burst, but they were not pulverized enough. Each had sediment and a crunchy feel on the tongue. The soup ingredients were well blended, but again, there was substantial substance to the soup, like a finely chopped salsa. It was pleasantly palatable but not smooth. Blitzing the smoothies and soup for additional time did not further process them. Number 2. Blendtec Blender. We were surprised at how poorly Vitamix's main competitor fared. We were charmed by these amusing techno touches, but it proved to be a case of style over substance. 2 design flaws impacted the Blendtec's performance: its blade and its pre-programmed functions. The blade is flat with 2 prongs each with 2 arms about 1/2 inch tall. The jar has almost no tapering, so there is a 1/2 inch gap between the blade arms and the inside of the jar. There is a 1 inch gap between the arms and the corners of the jar. Consequently, the blade could not reach and process the raspberry seeds, nor could it pulverize the apple skin and core. In both tests, the smoothies were grainy and not pleasant to drink. We had the same problem with the peanut butter and hollandaise. The blade chopped and spun the nuts into a paste that got stuck beneath the blade, and the egg and butter splattered and never emulsified. Number 3. Cleanblend Blender. The Cleanblend was far superior to the 2 other low-end blenders we tested. It has an extraordinarily powerful motor, 1800 watts more powerful than the Vitamix, and excellent speed control. Outwardly compared to Vitamix, the Cleanblend looks simple. It's very easy to operate and physically recalls a slightly squatter version of a 1970s whirring blender. It has no pre-programmed functions and operates simply with an on-off switch. A center knob controls the speed levels and a second switch allows short-controlled bursts. The motor is quite heavy, but Cleanblend has further ensured the blender holds firmly in place, even at its highest speed, by adding 4 super strong rubber anti-slip feet. A tamper is included, but we found it to be too short to reach more than halfway into the 64-ounce blender jar. Number 4. Cuisinart Blender. If you don't want to spend a good chunk of your paycheck on a Vitamix, but you do want a blender for a daily smoothie, there are several mid-range blenders to consider. During our testing, we found that a couple of the mid-range blenders performed nearly as well as Vitamix, and the differences in texture and consistency of their smoothies and soups were minimal. It has 5 pre-programmed functions, an LCD screen with a countdown timer, and a variable speed dial that can be minutely adjusted from lowest to highest at any time during blending. The dial also has a push-button turbo function that instantly increases the speed to high in short bursts. The Cuisinart's function for fruit smoothies is preset at 45 seconds and runs through various speeds at 10-second intervals, finishing with a final burst at high. Its fruit smoothie was nearly as perfect as the Vitamix's with just a touch of minuscule seed bits. Number 5. Vitamix Blender. Vitamix Blender's powerful 1,500-watt motor crushes ice cubes into powdery snow in seconds, purees and heats vegetables to hot soup in minutes, and pulverizes entire fruit seeds, core and fruit skins, and sturdy kale and other hardy greens into silky smoothies with no sediment. Initially, we were a bit suspicious of Vitamix. There's so much hype around it, and the product demonstrations at stores can be overbearing. Subsequently, we were a bit more stringent in testing Vitamix, but except for one test, this powerhouse blender completely won us over. Let's start with the smoothies, since they will most likely be a major consideration if you're thinking about buying one. Vitamix has a preset function for smoothies timed at a mere 50 seconds. The cycle then speeds up to its highest level and processes the ingredients in 40 seconds. We were hypnotized by the cyclonic blur of the Vitamix as the smoothies were blended. All products pricing and updates mentioned in the video are in the description below. If you liked this video and it helped you out in any way, please give the video a like and hit that subscribe button. Stay updated with our excellent product and makes your life much easier. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a good day. Thank you.